Good morning, guys. I haven't made any videos in a couple of days. I've decided that if I'm going to make a video, it has to be in the early morning because that's the only peaceful time I have in my life, I think. But I wanted to show you my puppets and tell you that my first puppet show went real good. Kim helped me. She was the devil, and I was a little girl named Millie. And there was myself and Kim and one of our ladies from the church. Her name is Joanne. And we had our pastor who played the piano. And then there was Brother Patty and Brother Monroe. So that's who I went to the senior citizens home. And it was awesome. And when Kim and I finished our skit, I heard someone say, "Oh, that was so cute." So that made me feel really good. We sang 4 songs. 2 of them were fast and 2 of them were slow. And I was standing right next to Joanne for the first couple of songs, and she sings high and I sing low. So I just tried to harmonize, which I really don't know how to harmonize, so I don't know. I just tried to wing it in a deep voice while she had the high voice, and it did not sound like the Statler brothers or anything. But then the next time I was on this side, and Kim was by Joanne, and Kim sings like me. And when we got in the car, she said, I was having a hard time making my voice as high as Joanne's. And I said, well, yeah, I couldn't do it either. I just had to stay deep and try to harmonize. Anyway, we had an awesome time, and there was about 20 people that came in to fellowship with us, and we got to talk to all of them, and it was just a really, really good Monday. But I was dreading it when I got up. I thought, I'm just mad. I'm just mad because I got to do this. I'm mad at Gene. I don't know why. I'm mad at my bed. It made my back hurt. I'm mad at Kippy because he won't wake up. I'm mad because my alarm went off. I'm just like so angry at everything because I decided, I don't know why, I volunteered to do puppets. And then I don't know, every time Kim and I would practice, we'd laugh because when we get together, we tend to laugh. So the devil grabbed me that day, that morning. So I got up and had my coffee and put on my makeup, and then I just, I don't know, put on the happiest face I could and prayed and prayed and prayed, and the day went awesome. So God is there for us when the devil is, just like our little skit that we did. And I'm going to show you my puppets and tell you their names. Let me get her on my hand so she can talk to you like she did the people. Then I'll show you what she's saying. So, hi, I'm Millie. So she's so cute. All right, so Millie was kind of like the preacher for the day, and she gave some scriptures, and but her most important part was to put the devil in his place. That's what she was supposed to do. So she was singing The Devil is a Sly Old Fox, and I don't know if y'all know that, but I will sing it with Millie. She says, the devil is a sly old fox. If I could catch him, I'd put him in a box. I'd lock that box and throw away the key for all those tricks he's played on me. And then the devil comes up like this, and he starts laughing. I'm not going to put my hand in his mouth. Their mouths are always open unless you close them. So there he is. There's our devil. And she said, he starts laughing, and she says, "What are you doing here?" And he said, "You can't put me in a box, blah, 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 blah." So I'll show you how it ends in just 1 minute. And so then Millie goes on to sing the Bible. That's the book for me. I stand up on the words of God, the Bible. Then she kind of started to put the devil in his place. Anyway, the way it ended is the devil is here, and he is, well, y'all gonna get so tired of me. The devil is taunting Millie and saying how much fun it is to play tricks on people. Anyway, the way it ends is Millie starts singing. She says, "I'm turning my back on you, Satan." And Millie starts singing again, and then slowly the fox comes over the devil's head and takes him away. So that was pretty much it, minus a few of the scriptures. This is Chester. I don't know why his name is Chester. Can you see him? These are kind of smaller puppets. They're really not adult puppets, and they're kind of not broken yet, but I'm Chester. We haven't decided what we're going to do with Chester yet, but I will have a purpose. Okay, so he's cute. And then this one right here, she's so pretty. Hello. This is our little angel. You see her little angel wings? She looks so pretty. It's so cute. Every time I bring her out, Carly goes, "Oh, pity." She likes the angel. Okay. So then, I don't know if Papa got any pictures of our puppet stage or not, but we carried our own stools because that's what we practiced with, and we didn't know if they would have any chairs that would make us the right height. So we were pretty much prepared when we got there, and it was just so much fun. But that Monday day, Bree found that has that new rescue puppy. So she had a vet's appointment with the puppy. So I had Cash and Carter. And also, Dustin had to go to work early, so Bree had already had the little girls for an hour. So anyway, when I get home at 11, I pretty much get all 4 of the kids, and the day was non-stop. It wasn't a bad day, but it was a non-stop day because Papa and I just pretty much did the whole day with the girls. And then, of course, Jill had I think they're in track now. She had a track meet in Liberty. I had the sweater on because, anyway. Jill had a track meet in Liberty, so it was about 9:15 when she got home. So I had the girls fed and showered. Then neither one of them wanted to go with their mommy. So they kicked and they fussed, and I'm thinking, I don't know what to do. I don't want him to sleep over. No. Coda will sleep all night. But Carly still wakes up about, 4 o'clock, and then she needs chocolate milk. And then while you're fixing the chocolate milk, she decides she wants candy, and she'll go into one of these little night where I don't think she's really awake, but she just knows she wants candy. So then she goes into a little bit of an anger. And I don't always have candy, not the kind that she can eat. Anyway, so I don't mind keeping Coda every night, but Carly is hard to deal with at night. But she does love the puppets. And we survived our Monday, and yesterday was an awesome day. Also Monday, Carly did something that she's never done before. And I had put I get those little Tampicos in the little bottles. And they've got a real lightweight top. So I just punched a hole in the top, put a straw in it, and gave it to her. So I fixed their lunch, which they had beans, rice, and biscuits. And then she eats in her room. She has a little table in there. Y'all seen that before. Y'all seen her asleep. Anyway, I get it all fixed, and I give her little drink. And I don't know, when I go back later, she's pulled the straw out, and she's poured her whole bottle of Tampico into her beans and rice. And she got a spanking. And she wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. But praise God, it didn't run out of the bowl. So always look for the good things. It was all contained in the bowl. So slowly I can take it to the trash can and just dump it. Got her table all cleaned up. And she knew. I told her, look at my face. I am angry. Look at my face. It's angry face. So surely that scared her. And then I just gave her 2 biscuits and said, don't get up until you eat those biscuits and no drink. So anyway, when I went back later, she'd eat both of her biscuits, hadn't moved from her chair. So I don't know why she did that. She's never done that before. But they are called terrible twos. So that's what I say. But as long as it was contained in that bowl, even though it happened, I was so thankful to God. God, thank you that it's in this bowl and didn't overflow onto the table, because that Tampico is very sticky. Anyway, I was so gung-ho, and I said, I'm going to make, and we're going to post a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That was my times. But I did not have a chance for a video on Monday. Then Pawpaw said about 6 o'clock, and the kids are still here. Did you make your video? And I'm like, this man lives in another world. He hasn't been with me all day, or he would not say, did you make a video? And I was so nice. I said, honey, when did I have time to make a video today? And he goes, oh, yeah. So there was no video Monday night. So today is Tuesday. I thought I would tell you about my puppets and how the day went on Monday, because there wasn't a video. Then, no, is this Wednesday?
Yes.
Praise God, it's Wednesday. I didn't know. Guys, another thing, I have been truly down because we have not seen Lex for over a month now. And it's just so happened that that's the way his spring break fell. And she had him on spring break, so she got in that weekend, which would have been our weekend. But because the holiday intercedes the weekends, we didn't see him that weekend. Then we thought she might let him come the next weekend, but he told us, Mom said, no, it's not going to happen. So that was sad. So then I thought for sure we would see him. Anyway, we haven't seen Lex for over a month. So I got the calendar out and I wrote down the days that we have him. We'll have him an extra day at Easter because he gets off for Good Friday. And I sent it to him. I sent him a little picture of the calendar. And he says, oh, wow, that's a lot of days. So if his little heart was unhappy before, now he still got to... No, I take that back. I was going to say he got to see Lester on those Thursdays, but he didn't. He didn't even get to see Lester. So anyway, it's been like a really hard... If I don't see Lex, I see all the grandbabies all the time, and if I don't see Lex, I get real, because, you know, we had him so much when he was little, and I'll tell y'all that story one day. But it's going to have to be in the morning because I just cannot do things after, I think my life starts at 12:30 every day when that gray Jeep rolls up with my 2 little girls in it. So then Carter comes over because Carter says that Carly is her best friend, and they hit and fight and wrestle and the whole time. But anyway, I will say this on a positive note. We do have the backyard ready. Well, it's not ready. Papa's got to put together the swing. I'll change that. Papa will persuade Breezy to put together the swing. Yeah, that's what he does. What?
She owes me.
Yeah. Okay, I will tell y'all something funny that Papa doesn't even know this. You know how hard Bree's been working with Amy. Are you listening?
Yes. Go ahead.
So, Bree's been working so hard with Amy, and it's cost her so much money to have those, because she's got a problem with her feet. And I don't comprehend this, but putting her on pasture and the grass does something to her feet. I just accept it for what they tell me. I haven't read about it because, I don't know, I've never heard that before, but that's what happens. So, Bree has a schedule. So yesterday, Daniel walked over and wanted to know, this was last night, how the puppet show went. And I was telling him it went real good. And then he says, boy, Bree's upset with Pops. And I said, oh my gosh, what happened? And he goes, well, Pops thought Amy looked sad, so he let her out on the pasture. I thought, oh my gosh, I can understand how that would make Bree so mad. And Bree had to go get her off the pasture, bring her back, because to Pawpaw, Amy looked sad. So Daniel said Bree was saying, I got a schedule. I paid so much money to get her on this schedule and her feet get better. And so anyway, y'all can pick on Pawpaw about that. And he doesn't even know it. He can hear what I'm saying now, but he doesn't even know Daniel told me that. So that's going to be pretty funny when Bree confronts him today. Anyway, like I say, guys, we are so not a perfect family. Y'all think we just live here in our little houses and just all get along, and we do not. There's always little, what do they say, ripples in the lake. There's always something going on because there's so many of us. But I just want you to know I'm going to try to get back on a schedule. And I am going to give y'all some stories about the kids growing up and about me and Pops. I could tell you this right now. One of the first dates Gene and I went on, I was a good girl, guys. I was a good girl. That's all I can say. So we're going to go out to eat, and he pulls up to this little checkerboard building. It was all checked, black and red, I think, black and white, I don't remember, but the windows were painted and you couldn't see in. And I said, I'm not going in there. And he said, well, and I said, it's a bar. He said, it's not a bar, it's a restaurant. And he said, I always come here and get spaghetti. And I said, I'm not going in there. He's laughing, but this is the truth. God knows this is the truth. And had I been a smarter person, I would have called my mommy and my daddy to come get me, but we didn't have cell phones back then. So anyway, he said, if you don't come in, I'm going to go in without you. And I'm thinking, what? And he did. He went in that restaurant and he ate. And I sat in my car just...
I'm trying to help you grow up.
I sat in that, I think he had a car, and I was just, I wasn't going to cry, although I had a lump in my throat, and I thought, God, there is so much wrong with this picture. Because you sent this man to my front door, and now he's left me in the parking lot while he goes into a beer joint to eat spaghetti? I don't know what to say, but that truly happened. And there's nothing he can say about it. It happened. And I was little, and I was young, and I didn't know what to do. And why I dated him the second time, I don't know. I don't know why I did it. Anyway, I'll be thinking about that through the day. Of course, you got to remember that happened 57 years ago, but I remember it. It's just stamped in my mind. Anyway, okay, that's one little short story. Guys, thank you for seeing my puppets. Thank you for praying for me for that first puppet show, because Kim and I were very nervous, because when we get together we tend to giggle, but we didn't giggle. One time I did forget what I was supposed to say, because we kind of had a script, and I looked at her and she just goes like this. She told me later, she said, Mom, I didn't want you to depend on me for anything. You just had to do your own part. So anyway, I guess I started talking again. I can't even remember what I said, but it must have gone good, because the pastor was proud. So anyway, all right, I am going to go, and this is Wednesday. So yes, this will go out tonight, and I will try so hard not to skip Friday night. Okay. Oh yes, I was going to say, your girl Gigi out.